My name is Ava Kanzler, and the title of my chapel talk is Changes in Religion, Something to Fear or Something to Embrace? How do you define religion? As our society changes and adapts with the views of newer generations, the answer to this question changes frequently and dramatically. According to recent studies, there has been a steady decline in believers and followers of organized religion among young Americans, specifically among millennials and Generation Z. However, before making an assumption that these generations are less religious, it is vital that we consider how religion has been defined the past few decades, and then ask ourselves what exactly these changes mean. Older generations tend to measure religious devotion by physical acts, such as praying to God, attending church, and following the rules of the Bible, whereas younger generations often approach religion and spirituality in a way that focuses more on abstract ideas and personal fulfillment. Although there is no denying the changes that are happening in the religious spectrum of our world, these changes are not something to fear, but rather something to celebrate. A change in religion is the result of a constantly changing world, and instead of it representing faithless or spiritless, it should represent innovation, creativity, and a positive change in thinking. As science becomes more and more prevalent in the lives of young people, some find the teachings in the Bible to be conservative and outdated. The Barna Group finds that, quote, half of students believe that the Bible has exhibited incompatibilities with science, 49%, and that churchgoers are hypocritical in their practice, 36%, end quote. Many young adults feel confined, sticking to an organized religion during this transition, as this period in life is a time of exploration, independence, and growth. Among those in the newer generations who consider themselves religious, they remain less likely to take part in a strict organized religion than previous generations. However, the majority of the people in the younger generations still believe in a higher power or God of some kind, without necessarily doing the daily tasks or attending church every week. For example, a study conducted by the Pew Research Group showed that, quote, around 2/3 of adults in the silent generation pray every day, compared to fewer than half of older millennials, end quote. The same study concluded that, quote, around half of Americans ponder the meaning and purpose of life at least once a day, regardless of their religious affiliation or devotion, end quote. This study is extremely interesting when considering how exactly spirituality and religion is measured, and how it is different for each generation. For older generations, church is often seen in a more literal sense, a place to learn about and worship God, whereas younger members see church and religion as a place of exploration and personal growth. The question of religion and its importance is multidimensional, especially when considering why there has been such a dramatic shift in the way that younger people both view the concept of religion and choose to practice it. However, there is no right or wrong answer. These changes are inevitable, as society and its members are also constantly changing, and it is important to embrace these changes, not condemn them. Thank you.